I've been looking for a curved monitor for a very nice price, but still not like having a too much of a budget. And the reason why, because I wanted to get myself a curved monitor for my racing corner, because I have this racing channel called the Wicked Racing. Like magic comes with a price that is also with technology. And then we have like the 165 Hz and also like 1 ms response time. I was also looking at the competition, think about Samsung that has like a similar kind of product. But one of the things I was really appealed to the MSI is just the way how it stands on his feet. It's an absolutely great piece of technology, the way how it looks, but also how stable it is on my table. And that is something that I really find important. But nevertheless, let's open it up and let's see what are we going to get today. But I need to be honest with you guys, I have never bought myself a curved monitor, none also on TV. No, this is absolutely like the first curved, like say, product that I ever bought. And the reason I made the choice now for uncurved is very simple. I just find it a very interesting experience when it comes to curved monitor and when you're having like a gaming PC. So let's unleash the beast and break the seal. So it's going to be also a challenge to put this thing together, because normal with a flat monitor is a little bit easier assembly. This thing has like a gazillion warnings everywhere, and especially with a piece of toilet paper in the inside saying that you need to be super careful when assembly of the monitor, and I completely understand. If you're going to be too rough with it, you're going to break it. Yeah, so it even shows you how you need to hold it, etc. So there's a great job of MSI showing you how to do this, especially if you're just like me, like I'm just a noob when it comes to curved monitors. So again, like what you're going to get inside the box are a lot of like say manuals. They'll have like the cover, so basically we're covering everything up. And here we have like the power supply. The power supply they are using isn't quite an interesting one. It's in 20 volts, 2.25 amps. Nevertheless, let's take a close look in here. Then we're having the paperwork. The rest of this thing that I've noticed with the MSI monitors is that we do have like different kind of versions when it comes to the stand itself. This is in fixed position, but I also like the more expensive version comes with an adjustable, the power cable and an HDMI cable, and I have like buckets full of these freaking things now. They are using this plastic strap to keep the two shells together, a very convenient thing, but very difficult to, to get loose with one freaking hand. Alright, so the moment of truth, let's take a close look in the inside and let's see how this bad boy looks. Okay, it's going to be quite challenging, so I'm going to lift it out. And yeah, everything seems to be in good condition whatsoever. So the packaging they're using is absolutely perfect. One of the biggest challenges is getting the freaking tape off. Oh boy, they're using these like very tiny tapes, but they are like awful to get rid of the protective, let's say, plastic and things around this. Oh man, come on, get this thing loose. Okay, it's on my hand, it's on my hand. Okay, so attempt number 2. So let's remove this freaking thing. And yeah, this was one of the things that will take a lot of time. But let's assemble it. So when you're going to lift out the monitor, I can basically put it in its right position. Okay, so where the middle part is basically made out of plastic with some aluminum in the inside. Then we're having over here like a very nice metal feet. So what you need to do for assembly is just click it together, and the next thing we need to do is basically like turn this and get the screw in. And basically if you want to tighten it up, there is basically an option to use a screwdriver. I recommend doing that to tighten up the feet so everything has been assembled correctly, because by hand you can put in some force but not perfect enough. So let's get myself a Phillips screwdriver and let's fit everything perfectly together. Well, that's a good and flat one, by the way, so we have more force we can put in this, and that's it. So then we have like the manuals, all the information about the monitor itself. There is not a lot of say stuff on it here. The quick guide just shows you how to assemble everything. Here you can see it like they already said it over here. Assemble the leg first, and then we go to put it all in place. And we do have like a lot of other parts like stickers. The screws are in here, so you need to open up the zipper anyway. And some other stuff. Join the MSI reward program now. Oh yeah. And then we have to look, thank you for buying an MSI product. See, that's something I really appreciate. So that's pretty damn cool. Okay, so when you're going to assemble this, it's going to be quite easy, and there's only one right way to do this. What you can see over here, when you're going to put it in, you need to slide it in over here. And then we have like these tiny guidance bumps that you need to be aligned with the stand itself. So that's it. And the next thing that we need to do is put in the screws. that you're going to get. Let's tighten up all of the screws. Be careful. Do it in the crossway order, so you know everything has been in the right position. Double check if everything has been like connected correctly. The next thing we're going to do is putting the cover on, because we can cover up the screws itself. I really love this little bit of detail. So that's the next thing that we need to assemble. So let's lift it out of the box and ta-da! And there he is. The thing what I do like about this monitor, it does have like a very nice curve to it, like not too overdone. Also, when it comes to the specification, it's going to be a quite interesting monitor. 165 Hz, 1 ms, only for like response time. So I think it's going to be an absolutely cool gaming monitor. Another thing I really appreciate with this monitor is that we don't have like too much of a reflection when it comes to the panel itself. So that is very convenient when you're having, like me, the monitor facing towards the window. With this monitor we do have like the option to change the angle, but unfortunately you cannot change it in height. A little bit of a bummer in my opinion. The design of the case looks absolutely stunning when you're looking at the back over here. In the end, it's unfortunate that you're not going to look at the back too much, or you need to put a mirror behind your monitor. It would be kind of wicked to do that. But I really appreciate them and give them some extra wicked kudos for giving them like a very nice style, even if you're not going to see it. At the back we do have like the navigation joystick for navigating through the menu. Over here we have like an overview of the mechanism. You can see like we do have like a very nice angle to change, and of course a lot of plastics that we need to remove. Yeah, plastic. I love peeling off this stuff. Yeah. But at the bottom, we're going to get ourselves the on and off switch over here. So that's basically, I just turn it on and off. Connecting your hardware, we do have like a lot of options over here. We do have like 2 HDMI ports, 1 display, the input for the power supply, and then we're having the jack connection. And what I understand of, you can basically plug in the jack and plug in some speakers if needed. So when it comes to this, to take consideration also, we have some differences when it comes to models. But let's take a close look at the monitor and how is the gaming experience. By the way, I'm having the MSI Trident 3 if I'm saying it correctly. I'm not an MSI fanboy, but it's something just happens. So overall, like when you're looking at the way how I'm setting it up with 2 extra speakers, I did plug in the speakers in my PC by the way and not in the monitor. Don't know why I did that. Overall, when it comes to the menu, we do have like a shitload of different options. So when it comes to gaming, professional, image, input source, and you name it, there is so much that we can change out. And that is something where this monitor is personally really appealing to me. Okay, you will get the sort of like of a warning saying like if you're going to change up any features, yeah, it's possible you're going to consume more power. Yeah, okay. It's great that they show you this, but you can see like you do get a couple of times. But when you're going to press OK, you can change out everything. Like for example, we're having different kind of game modes. We also have like night vision and stuff like that. So there's so much difference. And also a thing that I really like is when you're looking at some of the options, you can see like it is a significant improvement of the overall, let's say, experience. Also the response time can be adjusted if you want to. But when you're looking at all the other functions in combination with this monitor, with refresh rate, we have an alarm clock, but even having a screen assistance. So you can put a certain kind of crosshair on your monitor in 2 kinds of colors. It's kind of wicked if you ask me. And of course we have the FreeSync Premium that we can implement in this monitor. So when it comes to the settings, it's absolutely, like in my opinion, flabbergasted what you're going to get for quite in my opinion, a budget monitor. We have even the eye saver option, HDCR option is over here. And the image enhancement, that is something I just wanted to show you, because when you're looking at this, we have all kinds of options. And when you look at the monitor, I think the camera does pick it up. You can see like the details on the screen itself will become different when you go into from basically like none to all the way up to the highest settings. Everything becomes more visible and more detailed. So quite an interesting option. Not for sure I'm going to use this. Then having like the image, like we can change out the brightness, contrast, stuff like that. We can change the input source. And then of course we have the option to change out the navigation key. Pressing the joystick in a certain direction, you can get into like a quick menu. For example, with the game mode, you can switch between the kind of game modes you want to have at the moment when playing a certain kind of game. So when you're going to use a camera and you're going to capture the gameplay, it's not going to have like the perfect, like say, example how you will experience it. Yeah, now it will fill up the screen in a very strange way because it's a curved monitor. But I can tell you, when you're sitting in front of this, and especially with me, I'm going to use this thing in my racing corner. I think it's such a different experience when having like a wider screen and also curved. It's going to be like super cool. This screen itself, it's a full HD display, and the reason I chose for this because I'm using most of the games on full HD at this moment. So I think it's a combination. When I'm going to put this like a second clone monitor on my desk, it's going to be a perfect combination with all the other monitors I'm using. But okay, so when you're looking at this setup, I think I'm going to be very happy with this curved monitor, especially when you're looking at the price I'm paying for it. And for me, it's more than enough. Full HD. If you want to have like 4K resolution, there's another option. They have like different kind of models. Let me know in the comments what you think of a curved monitor. Is there something for you? Consider subscribing, check out the Wicked Racing channel, and it would be great to see you in the next video.